Ultimately, what matters is in the knockout stages of the World Cup. Everything else, is about getting to those stages. And I can tell you now, if they lose to Scotland, well, there'll be a pretty. Well, I can tell you that brow of Martin Johnson will come down. That's for sure.
Exactly. I think the big difference for me is it's going to be New Zealand, and it's the first game outside the UK Scotland have played against England, and also. I think it'll be like a home game for Scotland in New Zealand.
The New Zealand population is made up of Maoris and former Scots descendants, so it will be like a home game for Scotland. And of course, there's a bigger picture, in terms of rather than just being a Calcutta Cup game in the Six Nations. There's obviously a bigger picture in terms of getting to the latter parts of the tournament.
We've always made the quarterfinals or semi-finals of the World Cup. The last 3 games in the last 3 years have been a draw, a win for Scotland, a win for England, and the win that England got was by 2 points. But we need to score tries.
You look at the last couple of performances, and Scotland have actually, could have said arguably deserved to beat England. They've played the majority of the game, had a majority of the possession. They've dominated territory, but they ultimately didn't win the game.
We don't score enough tries, do we?
And that's kind of what matters. If England actually get parity in terms of possession, I think they'll win and win well. But if Scotland...
I don't think they'll win well, Josh. I don't think they'll win well. I think if they win it, they'll win it, but they won't win well. They won't smash Scotland.
I'd like them to win well. That's
well,
what I'm saying.
If you're going to win, you'll win by a little bit.
Yeah.
And if we're in the mix, get to the last 10 minutes of the game and be within 4 or 5 points. It's when we're within 10, 15, we're not going to beat them.
Which is why England need to start the game with playing some rugby.
Yeah. And we want the opposite. I think they want to mix with them, and they want to create an environment where they make it really hard for them to play rugby. And if we can do that against England, we've got a chance of winning.